What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my Twisted Life and TV. I am Poetry. First of all, let me hook my mic up. We are here with a recap and review, or maybe just a review on Ready to Love. I don't know what episode it was, but it was called Meet the Exes. I do not like the shows where they meet the ex, meet the family, or meet the friends. First of all, we're dating. Well, actually, we're not even dating. We're getting to know each other to see if we are going to start dating. So meeting family, friends, and loved ones is too soon, okay? And I don't know of many people that intentionally have someone they're interested in meet their ex. So I'm not certain why on these TV shows they are initiating that type of situation. At first I was like, okay, maybe because they rapid dating, and they really trying to get to know each other. But these people are not about to walk down the aisle with one another when the show is over. The last episode of the show, they say whether or not they want to proceed with dating. So why are we putting things in place that would not happen at this stage of a connection? If I'm going out on a date with somebody, I'm interested in somebody, I'm trying to see if I'm interested in somebody, and they take me to go meet their mama, it's a problem. It's too soon for that. It's too soon for that. These people should be meeting their mamas, their daddies, their sisters, their cousins, none of that. Unless it's a group setting and you want to get maybe a group setting. But no, in most cases, I don't know. Y'all let me know down in the comment section. Do y'all get y'all exes to meet with men or women that y'all are interested in? Do y'all? I have never, in my 47 years of life, intentionally had one of my exes meet a potential. Another thing I find, they always find the exes that these people are still friends with. A lot of times I don't think that the friends are going to be honest because they're trying to paint you in a good light. So I would rather, if we're going to go meet some exes, I want to find the one that y'all had to falling out with. See what the tea was on that. See if they probably really drag you if y'all hate you and they not on good standing. They probably drag the shit out of you. But you know what? This is stupid. I really, 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 really dislike these episodes, and I'm starting to really dislike this season. I didn't like them from the beginning, from the very first episode, the casting special. I said I didn't like this cast. I meant that. I still don't like this cast. Amber, she cool. We know Chris from last season, he alright, you know what I'm saying? Liz is an interesting woman. Actually, the women don't seem as bad. Alexis is just, she there for show. Alexis is in it for show. Plain and simple. The men are just, okay, let me tell y'all. Whoever is picking the cast members, if it's Will, if it's Tommy, stop. Y'all have this idea of what a good man is in y'all head, and it's way off. It kills me every time Tommy be sitting up here saying, I got it good, we got a good thing going on, me and Jackie, this, that, and the third. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I could be wrong. Tommy and Jackie have been together 30 years, but they've only been married 5. He is just like his uncle, always trying to give marriage and relationship advice, and your shit ain't really following the path of the words that's coming out of your mouth. I don't like these episodes. I do not like these Meet the Exes episodes. Out of the exes, the one who I said probably was the realest was Kyra's ex. He wasn't trying to seem like he was still attached to her. A lot of these other people seem like they were still attached to these women. And I think a lot of the men picked up that energy as well, including David. He picked up that energy as well. However, David's energy was all wrong, has been all wrong from the jump. Okay, so let me see if I can remember what happened, because I watched this Friday night. I didn't take notes. I was live tweeting, and I wasn't going to watch it again a second time. Usually I watch the show again a second time just to take notes. I'm not doing it this time. I'm not. So Alexis went on the ex. Another thing I thought was interesting, these men met these exes unexpectedly. The only one who actually had a little heads up would have been Jason. And now he learned about it right then and there, but he learned about it before Big Bang came on screen. They wasn't face to face. They was FaceTiming. You know what I'm saying? The rest of them walking into what they think is a date with this young lady, and they sitting up there with this dude, and they come in like, the hell is this about? They already on the defense coming in. So Alexis, she said she had to go back to the ex before her husband. Now, how many years did Alexis say she was married to this preacher man? So you went and pulled out an ex-boyfriend before your husband. Like I said, you should have brought that fucking ex-husband. That's who you should have brought onto the show. That's who we wanted to see. Okay? But she got an ex before the ex-husband. And the whole basis of this conversation was Alexis want a man who is of God, and Ron is in the state of mind where he is rebelling against the idea of God and religion, and which I found interesting, because Ronald is a funeral director, and a lot of times the funeral directors are kind of spiritual, because they have to minister to the families that are there with their deceased loved ones. So it shocked me that, remember, if y'all remember, go back to Cast Special, being a funeral director was one of Ron's many jobs. He had like 2 or 3, but a funeral director was one of them. He owns a funeral home, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, a lot of times funeral directors are spiritually connected. And he made a statement that he didn't believe in church, or he didn't believe in preachers and ministers and this, that, and the third, or the whole idea, the concept of God, because a lot of the men of the cloth were shady and greedy ass people. My great grandmother told me, you don't follow the man, you follow the word. However, I'm not in church either. I'm not in church for some of the same reasons that Ronald is, but I am not disconnected from my Lord. I know I got a higher power working through me and all that stuff, right? I may not act like it all the time. I'm not I'm not Liz. I'm not one who can walk in the room and you just feel the spirit on you. I'm not that person, you know what I'm saying? But I do talk to Big G. I don't deny that he is there, and I know he's working through me, and every once in a while I gotta have a conversation with him. But Ronald seems to be having a state of hatred against anything that is connected to religion. Yeah, he said they're greedy ass people, and I say the same thing about funeral directors. Y'all some greedy ass motherfuckers. y'all what's the word I'm looking for? Taking advantage of people's grief and charging them outrageous prices. $12,000 casket to be put into the ground and never be seen again. Are you crazy? Put their ass in a Ziploc bag and dump them in the ground. Okay, so Ronald felt that Alexis is trying to change him, which may be the case, because Alexis says she wants someone that's equally yoked with her. She wants somebody that's of the faith. Ronald has told you time and time again that ain't him. So I don't know why you trying to fit a round peg into a square hole. But he was like, yeah, you must be of the cloth, a minister or something like that. He was talking to the ex. He said, because I could feel the religion all over you. And then come to find out Alexis was the one who brought him to God. He was rebellious as well. He was like not standing in his faith as well. And Alexis was the one that took his hand and walked him through the valley. You know what I'm saying? Got him to where he is. Now he's a man of the cloth. And I think Alexis believes in her heart that that's what she could do to Ron. Now, she said on many occasions that AJ is already a man of faith. These must have been some conversations that we haven't seen on camera. And that's what's getting me about this season. It's a lot of shit going on behind the scenes that we don't know about. There was a point in this episode that Kyra says that everybody knows that David is her number one. When the fuck did that happen? At the beginning, when Tommy was sitting down with all the ladies and telling them what their assignment of the week is, there was a conversation had between Kyra and Liz. And Liz had made mention that they like the same men. They both like Jason. They both like AJ. I didn't even know Liz liked AJ, and they both like David. And Kyra said that David was her number one. When the fuck did that happen? Make it make sense in your editing wheel, Packer. How are you now giving us scenes and scenarios and conversations that don't tie into anything that you showed us in weeks before? David is Kyra's number one? Are you fucking kidding me now? Child. And Kyra, everybody number one. We had that last week. That just fucks me all the way up. Well, Ryan got defensive. He didn't like Preacher Man and Alexis and what he thought was going on in this conversation. So I think it's over between them. It's a done deal. She trying to change me. I ain't changing for nobody. Y'all go pray to God and I go get what I need. I go make it happen myself. That's how Ryan feel about the situation. Okay, so Kyra. I guess Jason is more her number one than AJ is, because she had Jason meet the ex. And like I said, this dude had to be one of the most realest ones out of everybody, I thought. In relation to Kyra, he wasn't trying to like big her up and make her this glowing person. He was like, hey, homegirl got problems. She got issues. She got trust issues. She can't manage her damn money. And I said, whoa, pump the brakes. Because he kept stressing, dude, if you could get her budget straight, if you can, be all right with taking care of her bills and money responsibility, then, y'all could be good together. Y'all will be all right. Kyra says is that she makes a lot of money. It's not that she don't know how to budget it. She just spend it when she got it. She has no cap. She doesn't know how to be frugal. I see this car that costs $99,999. I got $100,000. I'm gonna buy that car. Who gives a damn if I only got $1 left? That's the way that Kyra thinks. And I'm sitting here thinking, as much beef and heat that you give AJ about money, about the fact that he didn't have the dinero at the time that y'all went out on that first date, and you sitting here with money problems yourself, the way that the ex made it seem like it's more than just spending. She ain't good with money at all. You a lawyer. You that fucked up in the finances? I said finances. Kyra. I'm looking at you all the way different. Maybe that's why you think that AJ got good business sense. Because you ain't got none. Jason was asking all the questions the same way that Kyra was doing with his friends. Getting everything. And now he's sitting there saying, I don't know about this here. He ain't sure Kyra is what he want to deal with. He gonna have to raise her, watch her, monitor her, give her a fucking allowance, some shit like that. Maybe is that why Kyra wants somebody that can lead? Now moving on. Amber and Chris. Chris walked in like, oh, what is going on? What is this energy I'm feeling? You know what I'm saying? You know, Amber and this ex, off the rip, right out the gate, as soon as Amber's ex came on screen, every woman on Twitter was like, whatever. I'm not sure if Amber realized this, but her dude is gay. Everybody said that. I don't think there was one tweet that missed a beat and said, call that man out. And, you know, they was having a little conversation about, you know, her liking Chris and how she want to move forward, this. And her and the guy are still friends, you know. When Chris came in, like he said, he was surprised about I'm meeting the ex, and then he's like, I'm picking up this energy about y'all, this weirdness, you know, what's going on. I like the fact that Chris didn't hold that back. He didn't sit back in confessions and tell us that he was feeling a strange vibe without expressing it to Amber. That's one thing that from what they've shown us, that's one thing I like about Chris and Amber is that they actually talk. They communicate with one another. Where Amber was like, you know, me and him had some unresolved issues, and they had this little tense moment and everything. Everybody knew that the boyfriend was gay. But they was trying to set the stage like maybe they were still seeing each other. Nobody believed that. Nobody believed it. And that's what the issue was. While they were dating, he came out as being homosexual. She took it real hard because no, they still had feelings. You know what I'm saying? There were still feelings there. There was nothing wrong in their relationship except for the fact that he wasn't into her in that manner. He loved her, but not in an intimate sense any longer because he wanted to explore and open up his sexuality. That was the whole big to die, whatever, about Chris and Amber. They was all good, baby at the end. Vernicia pulled out one of her exes. This ex was from New Orleans as well. She liked them New Orleans men. Him and Joelle, they might as well been best buddies. I'm quite sure they got a date to the next football game whenever it happened. They seem like, hey dog, I finally met somebody else from the NO in this city. Their conversation, the one thing that he's so focused on was whether or not Vernicia was controlling. No. The homeboy saying, she ain't controlling, dog. No. And here's the problem. It's not that Vernicia is controlling. It's that Joel is inconsiderate. The whole issue about her being clingy stems from the fact that Joel will make arrangements to do whatever with Vernicia. Go out, call her back, anything, right? And Joelle doesn't do it. Well, she checks him on that. Like, hey, dog, don't leave me hanging like that. Where the heck were you while you didn't call yada yada this, yada yada that? He feels that if I did not call you, then you should know that something came up and plans have changed. You shouldn't be calling me up asking me where I'm at, what I'm doing. If I don't show up, then you should know automatically that I had something else to do. Motherfucker, no. You don't make no goddamn plans with me and then you just blow me the fuck off and expect me to read your motherfucking mind and make up reasons for you. Or why you can't be here and why you ain't a fucking man of your own damn word. Hell to the motherfucker no. No, sir. That's not what we doing around here. Okay, you are not. If you make plans with me, unless it's a motherfucking emergency, nothing else is priority. Unless it's an emergency, nothing else is priority. I got a steak cooking on the stove. Pause for a second. Did it work? Did it work? Hold on, pause it. Okay, yeah, I'm back. This is how much I don't care about Ready Love. I had to get my plate, y'all, for real. So I'm finna be eating on this stream. I forgot where I was at. think I was going off on Joelle, saying something along the lines. I'm out of breath. I tried to run upstairs with this damn plate in my hand, and my dog was trying to get my food. I'll show it again. Steak, some sweet corn, mashed potatoes. Not mashed potatoes, baked potato. So yeah, if you make plans with me, Joelle, and any other man, any friend, male, female, or otherwise, you make plans with me, I'm your priority. Whatever else comes up, unless it's an emergency, you tell them you already got plans. That's how that shit works out. That's how it works out. Not that if something else came up, you should have known. No, fuck that. Disrespectful, inconsiderate ass bastard. So what we not gonna do? So yeah, Vernicia ain't being clingy. She trying to demand her fucking respect. And it took her ex to make him understand that. Sometimes me and hard-headed as fuck. You can say something 1,000 damn times, and until one of your homies say it, then it ain't true. It ain't fact. Yeah, but Vernicia dude and Joelle like best buddies now. Best fucking buddies. So Liz, sit down with David, her dude. Now, all the women on Twitter fell in love with Liz's man. Now, none of these men were bad looking guys, but he wasn't as attractive as most of these women was trying to make it seem. Y'all only thought he was fine because he was checking David. But truth be told, Clarence, he the only name I remember. Clarence seemed like he had a controlling nature his damn self. You know, Liz had already expressed to him about the fact that she told him something in confidence, which was the kiss with Jason. And he brought that up in front of his friends and family, which, you know, she felt kind of off. Now, the reason why this is an issue for her, because they had already discussed it, and David said that it was not a problem. He was going to let that shit go. But when he brought it up to the friends, she realized, no, it is still a problem. And we seen David bring it up in a little powwow with the men. It's still a problem. He feeling some kind of way about that. But he expressed to Liz it wasn't no biggie. So this is why Liz have a problem with it. Liz is another person that has no problem saying what she feels. Okay? And she let David know right then and there, this is why this is an issue. It made me feel uncomfortable. Okay? My potato is the bomb, y'all. I'm hungry. It's 8:30 at night. I'm getting home from work. I hadn't had nothing to eat all day. This is it. This is my meal. This wasn't supposed to be a mukbang, but bang, bang, bang. So, David, Clarence brought this to David. You know, he's like, do you feel you a safe space for her? And of course, you know, David feels like he's a safe space for Liz. And Clarence said, well, after this situation happened and you decided to bring that up with your friends, unbeknownst to her, and that made her feel uncomfortable, how do you think that you're a safe space? Well, of course, David immediately took offense. They had some unspoken banter between each other, the men. David likes to raise his tone. Not necessarily yell, but raise his tone when he feels like he's been put on the spot. And he was already wondering, with his insecure ass, what connection does Liz still have with Clarence? He wanted to know off the rip, when was the last time y'all been intimate? First of all, David, we ain't dating. We are getting to know each other. I could have fucked him this morning. It's none of your damn business. You know what I'm saying? I'm not yours. We're not in a relationship. But it was that important for David to know. And Liz said, that's definitely a red flag. You saying you wasn't worried about the kids, but you still are. And then the biggest concern that you have to ask this man about me is when we last slept together. It was so odd, so awkward. Well, awkward than odd. And I don't even know the exchange of words for real. But old boy basically said they questioned whether or not he was an alpha male. And Clarence was like, I ain't never weak. I'm an alpha male. This whole alpha male title that people get, they say, silly. People who are true alphas ain't got to tell everybody. They ain't got to broadcast it. It's in their it's in their actions. You know what I'm saying? Anywho, who am I missing? So Kyra, Alexis, Amber, Liz. So somebody, yeah? No. Vernicia. I will about them. So now it's time to Ponderosa. Get together. Who we having problems with? Everybody having a problem with Ryan. Everybody having a problem with David. I knew it. Well, this particular time, Tommy's making the person who's interested in him talk to them. Ryan got there with Alexis. They got into an argument. Ryan started throwing his ego around. Alexis tried to throw hers back. But Ryan was real defensive. Like, he don't want no parts of God. I don't know why you keep trying to make that me. Real defensive. And Alexis was like, I'm confused now. I ain't sure where we stand. Why you don't? What's there to be confused about? David, on the other hand, walked in, not allowing Liz to speak. He already knew what it was. Both of them already knew what this was. This was the elimination time. They do it at the end of the week. He's asked on a date that you didn't know we was gonna have. We know what this is. David wouldn't let Liz get a word in edgewise. I told y'all he's a man about control. I'm eating with a salad fork. Yes, I am. He's a man about control. He raised his tone, stood up, towered over her to show his dominance. Liz said, fuck that. I ain't finna let no man tower over me. She stood up too. She did not quiet down. She tried to use her voice and get her words in, get her point across, which he still wouldn't let happen. He was too close for me. He's too aggressive in nature for me. And I'm wondering why production let this go on. This is the third season in a row. They let some man get up in a woman's face to see how it was going to play out. Now, I was on Little Black Books channel, and the fellas on there was talking about Liz was in fault for standing up against him. When a man is that aggressive in verbiage, a woman should not stand up. And they talking about in the physical sense. He liked that she used her words, but he preferred that she sat down in that instance. I'm sorry, little black book and men's. You don't let no nigga, white, black, or otherwise, tower over you and try to maintain dominance over you. Now, she could have stood up and walked away. She could. But she had a job to do. And like I just said, production wasn't stepping in. Yeah, he got real about it with her. And just from outside looking in, it appeared like he could be somebody that could lay hands on her. You know, men's supposed to be in control of everything anyway in his world. They think submission of a woman is to bend at his will, bend at his command, bark like a dog and jump on one foot if he asks him to. That's David's idea of a submissive woman, not one that uses her own brain. Liz, I hope that you see this ain't it, Ma. They ended the show. To be continued. On that note, with all that argumentation going on and him up in Liz's motherfucking face. And I'm like, kick both of their asses off. Kick both their asses off. I'm surprised that David is anybody's favorite for real. His old emotional ass want to break down in tears. You know, my mom and daddy just ain't gonna be together no more. And that's just I mock my relationships after them with your 2 already failed marriages. You ain't using your parents as no fucking example. Stop it. You're an abusive ass bastard. And like most abusive men, want to try to turn your emotions around and make you feel like you the fucking victim, Ike Turner. You gonna leave me too, Anime? You gonna leave me too? I never leave you, Ike. That's what he wanted Liz to say. Fuck all that. Let's end this damn recap and review, y'all. I'm finishing my fucking food. If I choke, I'm eating fast as hell. I'm hungry. I'm trying to eat it while the heat's still there. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this episode. I couldn't stand it. See y'all next week. Peace.